Sometimes, the only thing that truly wakes a man up is the silence left behind by your absence. It doesn't hit him all at once. In the beginning, he moves through his days as if nothing has changed. He acts unaffected, as though your presence was never that important. But deep inside, something subtle begins to shift. A quiet discomfort starts to grow, rising steadily until it can't be ignored. It pushes him to look back. When a woman who has done the inner work decides to walk away, her energy doesn't disappear, it lingers. It remains in the spaces she once filled with warmth, love, and understanding, even if he doesn't admit it aloud. He senses it, the silence begins to echo. The absence becomes a presence of its own, and it unsettles him in ways he never anticipated. Yet before you can ever fully understand how your absence affects him, you must first return to yourself. You must remember who you are, independent of how he treated you. Too often, women are taught to see their worth only through the lens of male approval. They're conditioned to silence their emotions, to accept less than they deserve, and to wait endlessly for clarity that never comes. Louise Hay taught that our beliefs shape our reality. If you believe love must be hard, painful, or earned through sacrifice, that is the kind of love you will repeatedly attract. If you believe love means giving everything and receiving little, you'll continue that pattern. Remaining in a relationship with someone who does not value you tells the universe and your own soul that you're willing to settle. But your spirit knows the truth. It aches under the weight of being unseen. The man who received your constant love, care, and loyalty didn't cherish it because he earned it. He simply got used to it. You confused your strength and endurance with love, when really you were just surviving. And then one day you break, not in bitterness, but in clarity. You don't stop loving him because you no longer care. You stop because you finally start loving yourself more. That shift is quiet, but it's powerful. When you stop speaking, he hears the silence more clearly than your words ever could. When you no longer chase, he begins to feel the distance. When you stop asking to be seen, he begins to notice what he took for granted. Louise Hay often said that when you shift your vibration, the world around you must adjust. You don't need to shout or plead. You simply release, step back, and begin to heal. And healing isn't always loud. Sometimes it's a soft refusal to answer the phone, a quiet decision to choose yourself instead of wondering why he didn't choose you. Your withdrawal isn't punishment. It's a reclaiming of self. When it's done from peace, not rage, it has a different tone. It's not escape, it's growth. And that kind of growth sends out a signal that even the most distracted man can feel. He may not know what it is, but he senses you are no longer available in the way you once were. The laughter, the kindness, the comfort, what he once overlooked becomes vivid in his memory. He doesn't just miss you, he misses the grounding presence you brought into his life. When a woman loves herself deeply, she becomes a source of calm strength. When she's gone, that stability turns into a hollow space. You don't need to explain what he lost. That's not your responsibility. Instead, focus on your own healing, on rebuilding what was overlooked, neglected, or broken within you. As you rise, he sits with the silence and the echoes of what used to be. He begins to remember everything he ignored. He realizes that the peace he felt wasn't from himself, it was from you. And when he comes back, don't mistake his return for transformation. As Louise Hay warned, true healing means moving forward, not slipping back into old cycles. You're not healing to be chosen again. You're healing so that you never choose to abandon yourself again.